Happy Wednesday. I am whipping up a little breakfast for dinner. Trying to free up a little bit of breakfast for dinner. All right, so I'm just using up a few of bits and bobs. We have some leftover buttermilk biscuits from the stew that we had the other day. Stew turned out great, and there definitely was nothing left over. So I have the biscuits in the oven, wrapped in aluminum foil and warming up. Don't quite want to toast them because I don't want to make them or harden them up. And I am using the last bit of country sausage that I fried up a little while ago. I keep it in the fridge or the freezer frozen so I could just use little bits at a time. I'm getting, let's see, cheers. Wherever you are in the world right now, I do hope you are keeping well. I am going to use, this was the homemade butter that we made the other day in the mason jar. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of this for the white sauce tonight, and then the rest I'm going to use for popcorn. The weekend's coming up. Also, next week is midwinter break for the kiddos. President's Day, I believe, is on Monday, and they have all week to kind of recover from 100 days of school they just celebrated yesterday. Oh, that's cooking up nice and fast. I have this warming up over medium heat. Not wanting to go too far with it because it is pre-cooked. It's meant to be just a quick warm up. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to make enough for a little lunch for myself this weekend. Quick lunch. So we'll have dinner tonight and then little bits left over. I'm always trying to plan ahead like that. All right, that will work just fine. So we'll just set this aside while we get the roux going. I did go really wild on the butter. That'll be just fine. Oh, isn't homemade butter just, oh, it works like magic. sure it makes a beautiful clarified butter too. Maybe I'll give that a whirl next time. Make that mason jar butter. So, oh, what am I doing here? Dinner, we're having biscuits and gravy. It's delicious. That was from your art class last night.
Yeah, I know.
Can you read the flavor? Can you read what it says? It is a strawberry cupcake glitter lollipop.
Can I try? I really never tried one.
I know, but
Please.
okay. But if dinner's ready here shortly, don't need sugar before dinner. Especially, gosh, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so she has kind of back-to-back ice cream parties. A lot of ice cream is going to be happening. And sugar. Well, that's nice. Very heavy on the butter. All right, for the white sauce, we use milk instead of broth. So I kind of bumped up the other ingredients just a skosh, and I'm going to do the same with the milk. So usually I would add just a cup. I'm going to add a cup and a couple of tablespoons. Let that thicken up. The butter was hot, or pardon me, the milk was cold. So that'll just take a little moment here. Turn up the heat. Today I am feeling about 85% at this point in the day. So pardon me for not being super chatty again. Every day it's getting better though. Whoop. Bring it up to a boil. Make it nice and thick, and also cook that flour. Ah, I can keep that over medium heat. This is a really great way to repurpose leftover bits. It's It's nice and hearty. Sticks to your ribs. Go ahead and add the sausage in. Everything acts differently in a nonstick pan. All right, so there is our gravy, country gravy. I'm just gonna take a moment here and check out our biscuits. We were at the pool this evening, so getting home a little bit later than normal. We were getting snow flurries while we were on the road too. It looks like we're going to get a decent amount of snowfall overnight. Decent. It's sticking a little bit, but it shouldn't cause too many issues. Little mini kiddo biscuit here. And I am going to prepare this snack. I love using Pyrex, especially for meals that are all assembled and just ready to reheat. Because you can just pop the whole thing into the oven. Covered or uncovered, it matters not. Turn it on. I am trying with the biscuits and gravy, kiddos. Not the hugest fan, but I have a feeling she'll come around to it sooner or later. Here it is. Okay, time for some eggs.
Valentine's Day reunion coming up on Friday this week. There's a way to make a lasting difference for the station you love with the big heart. And that's to become a part of the Classic Cooking Legacy Circle. It's an inspired way to nurture the
There is no lack of butter in my cooking, that is for certain. There we go.
98.1 and HD1 KING FM Seattle.
Right. I know we are experiencing an egg shortage, and the prices have just skyrocketed, but I tell you, I love eggs, and I will keep incorporating. They're a large part of our diet, really, and I will keep at it. This was a $11 carton of eggs. Almost $1 an egg. Really shocking prices these days.
This happens to be titled The Death of an Angel. Located in Yahoo Classroom Piano Duo.
And I'm just going to do a quick scramble with these eggs here. Oh, little hob is crooked. There's no real easy way to go about this. Whoop. These eggs, I just purchased them, but they're kind of old, unfortunately. You can tell. I have a feeling a lot of people are passing these up, and I totally get that. I know people are saying that the prices will never come down again, or certainly be as low as they are, but wow. If you told me 10 years ago I'd be spending $1 an egg, I would have thought you'd be joking. I looked at some old recipes, things I used to enjoy making when I was in my 20s, and gosh, I do remember being so experimental, you know, because it's not like things were cheap, but you know, you could you know, try different cheeses, or you know, different kinds of ingredients, or even buy spices or seasonings that you may not use it all really fast, and it didn't like break the bank. But gosh, I'm really glad that I had that go while I was young, and kind of have been able to settle on things that are more to my taste, and also nutritious. Before all this happened. I do remember my grandmother's stories about the Great Depression, and she is no longer with us, but I do remember interviewing her for a AP Poli-Sci report about the Great Depression, and yeah, it certainly is not that as bad as it was back then. Knock on wood, it doesn't get that as bad as it was back then. But Sure it does. Resound a little bit. Resonate. As far as I want to go there. One for kiddo. Two kiddo size. One for me and one for later. All in all, this meal probably cost about maybe $10 to make. Which is not all that bad if you think that we're getting 2 adult meals and then 1 kiddo's meal for that price. There we are. Some biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs. Easy peasy and delish. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen. Oh, hello. I'm so sorry I didn't see folks in here. Thanks for joining me. Other brother, cheers. Thanks for joining me. Cookie Victoria, hello. This is biscuits and country gravy we have going. Thank you for the compliment. I sure hope it's yummy. I went a little thick on the sauce. Probably could have backed off on the amount of time that I let it boil once I added the flour. But it should be pretty tasty. I'm using leftover buttermilk biscuits that I made the other day. They held up nicely. But thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay warm out there.